Leaders from both states are rallying behind the same message, but the strategy, as you know, has been different. Both states say we can't move forward unless people take this more seriously. That's why Governor Cooper delayed going into phase 3 and made masks mandatory. In South Carolina, Governor McMaster is encouraging individual cities to take action that's right for them. He has said so far he won't require a mask mandate, but if people don't take it more seriously, he says he's not going to lift the current restrictions.
And that means this fall will not be like other falls. We will not be able to have college football. We'll not be able to have high school football. We won't be able to have those kind of sports. We won't be able to have concerts, performing arts. We just won't be able to do it.
I think we all noticed Governor McMaster appeared to be much more urgent and animated in his message to people today. The new numbers from South Carolina explain why. They reported 24 deaths in one day. That's the most so far in a single day, and a new high as well for the number of people in the hospital. In the last week, that's gone up by 300 people. As our Aaron Edwards explains tonight, the governor said he's especially worried with the 4th of July weekend coming up.
Scott, in the next few days, there will be a good amount of traffic on this highway heading to the beach for the 4th of July. And today, Governor McMaster referred to the 4th as, quote, a dangerous opportunity to spread the virus.
July the 4th is coming. Everybody wants to get out, but it is a dangerous opportunity for us to spread this virus.
South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster, along with state epidemiologist Dr. Linda Bell, with a stern warning tonight, as cases in South Carolina hit 2 new records today in hospitalizations and deaths.
24 additional confirmed deaths were reported to us.
Governor McMaster using the upcoming high school and college football season as a way to motivate people to wear masks and social distance.
We will not be able to have college football. We'll not be able to have high school football. That is what is in the balance, because I will not remove those restrictions. I will not lift those restrictions. I cannot lift those restrictions, those prohibitions, if these numbers continue to rise.
With upcoming 4th of July celebrations taking place this weekend, leaders are worried cases will continue to trend in the wrong direction.
South Carolina's disease cases first began to rise in May, in the days following the long Memorial Day weekend, and they have increased since that time. So considering that as we move into the 4th of July weekend, this is a particular concern.
One of the areas of concern in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. The Grand Strand city has been deemed a hot spot.
What we are seeing is when people come on vacation, they just think and act differently. And that's really the main problem we're having.
And if you're heading to Myrtle Beach this weekend, don't forget to pack your mask. While there's no statewide mask mandate in South Carolina, the city of Myrtle Beach is considering one.
City Council is meeting tomorrow to vote on a mask ordinance, and I do feel like that is going to pass unanimously, and our residents are asking for that. And I think our business community, we have, according to the chamber, 70% of the business community is on board with this.
Governor McMaster also mentioned beach closures today, saying local authorities have the option to close beaches if they want to. I asked Mayor Brenda Bethune if she has any plans to close Myrtle Beach. She says they haven't had many issues keeping people distance on the beach. And she also said beaches will have extra patrol this weekend to monitor crowds and make sure people are spaced out. Back to you.